We're in pumpkin season right now, and there's nothing more perfect at the moment than to make a good keto pumpkin pie. As we know, when you're on keto diet, for such a dessert, you're not really meant to eat the entire thing, at least not at once. It's really one slice per your serving, and for other desserts, you have to check the ingredients first, how much of each ingredient, and then from there you decide how much of it you want to consume. Right now, we're going to begin by making the base of our pumpkin pie. I'm adding 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. Then I'm going to add 1 full tablespoon of unsweetened cacao. Then 2.5 tablespoons of monk fruit powdered sweetener. This one's powdered. And then I'm doing 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, our 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, and then a pinch of salt. I'm going to give this a good mix because this is going to be the base of the pie. I'm going to transfer it onto a pan with a parchment sheet, and I'm going to evenly spread it out with the back of my spatula. It's also up to you whether you want to add the unsweetened cacao. I like the flavor in my dessert, so I added it, and it's totally up to you whether you want to add it. We're going to bake this under a 350 Fahrenheit degrees oven for 10 to 12 minutes, and then I'm going to head to making my pumpkin pie batter. Now I have my small to medium-sized pumpkin. I'm going to use 2 room temp eggs, and then I'm going to use 1 3/4 homemade unsweetened pumpkin puree, our 3 tablespoons of pumpkin spice powder. Then I'm going to use powdered and unpowdered sweetener, then 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm grabbing my bowl in which I made the puree earlier, but now it's empty of that. I'm adding my 2 room temperature eggs. Make sure they're not cool. They're just room temperature, and then I'm going to whisk them, and then I'm gradually going to add my ingredients. Now I'm adding 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream, and then mix it really well. Then I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Right now I'm adding both powdered and unpowdered sweetener. Right now I'm adding the unsweetened pumpkin puree. Now we're adding 3 tablespoons of pumpkin spice powder. It's preferable that you use an electric mixer in this one so that you get the really perfect consistency that you want. Now we're going to take out the base that was baking in the oven. We're going to let it cool down for a few minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. Then we're adding our batter on top of it. Make sure it's spread out pretty well. Then we're going to bake in the oven under 350 Fahrenheit degrees for 55 to 60 minutes. Then when that's done, we're going to leave it in the oven turned off for another 7 to 10 minutes, but make sure to open the door, but the oven's going to be off. Then we're going to take it out, leave it for an hour to cool down on the side. Then we're going to leave in the fridge for around 3 hours to chill, and then it's going to be ready to serve. You can also prepare some homemade heavy cream and put on top. Enjoy.